G'day and welcome to SCW here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. Going to be fantasy booking for you here today. The NXT Championship match between Finn Balor and Adam Cole. So many possibilities and certainly feels like a dream match scenario. I have seen it once or twice before, but the stakes, let's face it, it's never been higher. Certainly with the current storylines going on in NXT as well. And there's been a couple of other great matches that have been announced as well for NXT next week, which we'll be touching on later on in the video. But in the meantime, first off, let's get fantasy booking, shall we? So, Finn Balor against Adam Cole. Like I say, it could go any which direction, especially now the UE have broken up. And of course, Roderick Strong was very passionate this week, calling out Adam Cole. And of course, this helped set the match up where Finn Balor came out and said, well, you know, I know what will get Adam Cole out here. I'm going to offer him an NXT Championship match. It did lead to a little bit of verbal back and forth from Roderick Strong and Finn Balor. And Finn Balor explaining to Roddy that he is lacking killer instinct, that he will always be a follower. He will not be someone at the level of an Adam Cole or even himself if he was to continue the way he is. So I believe Roderick Strong is going to be involved next week in the main event. Of course, they were the main event this week of NXT, Finn Balor and Roderick Strong. A fantastic match, by the way. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it already. But to go into the match next week then, I wonder if Adam Cole wins the NXT Championship thanks to Roderick Strong. I think that is a perfect way to make this happen, whether it's done by accident, which could even be better if it's something where we're questioning, did he mean to do that? Did he not? Maybe he's going out to try and attack Adam Cole, and the fact is Adam Cole gets out of the way, and of course then you see Roderick Strong actually hits Finn Balor. Perhaps that causes the new championship decision given where Adam Cole can get the pinfall, and we can get then a follow-on from this, because of course it does look for the meantime that Kyle O'Reilly is going to be written off TV for the next few weeks, potentially all the way to what could be speculated maybe April the 8th, which of course is supposed to be the next NXT takeover, which has been seen apparently. If you cancel the network right now, they do tell you that Fastlane's coming up, that there'll be an NXT takeover on Thursday, April the 8th, and of course WrestleMania, of course, the two-night special. So I reckon that's where Kyle O'Reilly will be back in action. And I do wonder if it will be for the NXT Championship, either in a one-on-one match with Adam Cole or in the triple threat match with both of them and of course Finn Balor. But in the meantime, building that up, Roderick Strong, like I said, the question marks are on him there. And Adam Cole could be, well, look, I know what you did it. I know you wasn't really aiming for me. And what you're trying to do is you were attacking Finn Balor because you knew that NXT Championship was what I wanted, and this would bring back the Undisputed Era. We could go back and we could forget things and put it in the past. Roderick Strong then could show that perhaps maybe he does have that killer instinct. The fact is really, he's shown that because of the fact that he wanted to take Finn Balor out of the picture. How dare he say that to him? And the fact is that if he's going to win the NXT Championship, he wants to do it off of Adam Cole. And in fact, you could even make this a fatal four-way. This could be a groundbreaking moment for Roderick Strong as well, because he's a heck of a talent. I do love the fact that the master of the backbreaker, and he's such a great in-ring talent. It would be good to see him get his moment as well. You could even see a point later this year where the Undisputed Era have a fatal four-way over the NXT Championship. I certainly wouldn't be surprised, but that's definitely my sort of fantasy booking idea of how we can get the championship over to Adam Cole. Finn Balor, of course, no explanation needed here. He's going to want revenge, and we can build this all the way now to that takeover. So I'm going to predict that something like this is actually going to go down. Not just fantasy booking that this will happen. I have a feeling Adam Cole will be your new NXT champion this time next week. But that's not all next week. There's some other great matches that have been announced as well, including the NXT Women's Championship, Io Shirai taking on Toni Storm. I cannot wait for this. It's a rematch from the Mae Young Classic 2018, and both females have come so much further in WWE since that match. Io Shirai has been on another level as NXT Women's Champion. Toni Storm really coming into her element now on NXT. I wouldn't be surprised to see another title change, and to be honest, I'm surprised this isn't being saved for that rumoured takeover. We'll have to wait and see how and what is going to go down with that. But I'm really excited for it. I think it should be a great match, and certainly, as I say, with these two matches, NXT feels like the real deal next week. And that's not to say that there's not anything more else in the show. NXT GM William Regal has promised a groundbreaking announcement this coming week on NXT. Rumours have gone around in the last 24 hours that NXT will be introducing their own Women's Tag Team Championships, which for me is a major mistake. I think it's a really bad idea if this is the actual direction they choose to go in. It would make some sense of what was going on this week with NXT, with Adam Pearce being there and the belts remaining on Raw and SmackDown, but it was a match that was just booked completely wrong in my opinion. The booking strategy should have been very simple here. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez had won the Dusty Cup. It was the first ever time it was done for the women's side. They were given a tag team opportunity to get the championships. They should have won them, and they would have had great exposure being on Raw and SmackDown, because with NXT's women's division, all of a sudden you have enough teams to compete together. Currently on Raw or SmackDown, there's a couple of teams on each brand. Everything feels very stale. Sometimes the champions don't always change shows. I know it's happened recently with Shayna and Nia going this week to Raw, NXT and SmackDown. It has happened a little bit, but not really enough for what the champions could or should be doing. The division just feels a bit stale. They need to find a way to get all the teams to be able to go to all the shows. And another way that you could do this, in my opinion, to make it kind of a bit easier, would be to have the champions from NXT. Because if you have, to say, Dakota and Raquel as the champions, they get to go to Raw and SmackDown, take on the teams from there. They get a chance to get over with the audience as well, because of the fact that, let's face it, NXT has about a third of the audience that Raw and SmackDown has. It's a great opportunity for them to be introduced to the audience, get themselves established, and perhaps by the time they lose those championships, they can't be ignored and they will have to find a spot for them on Raw or SmackDown. It's much better than just having, that traditional way of being called up to the main roster and having plans for the first 3 or 4 weeks and then being completely lost in the shuffle straight afterwards. If you go up there and can make a name for yourself, then you can stay there. I think it'd be a great way to go about it, but unfortunately, it feels that we could be getting those tag team championships. If it was my choice, what I hope the groundbreaking announcement would be, of course, we've already spoke about it in the video. There has been a rumour there'll be an NXT takeover on the 8th of April. Maybe that's where those championships will be introduced. Who knows? I would like to see a rematch, perhaps even at Fastlane or WrestleMania. What a great way to put talent from NXT over if you want to actually have the ratings boost for NXT, to actually put some of those superstars on those shows. I think it'd be a great platform for them to showcase their talents. Personally, for me, that's how I'd like to see it. I also would like to see the groundbreaking announcement, perhaps that NXT is moving to Tuesday nights. Been heavily rumoured this week in the wrestling community, and it's something I'd like to see go down. I think it'd be much easier as a viewer to have the opportunity to watch each wrestling show as you want, one night a week, without seeing 2 shows on the same night. It's great fun for the casual, someone that wants to flip backwards and forwards, or if you're into one show. But for someone like myself who likes to watch everything, and particularly on Greenwich Mean Time, I'm not staying up till whatever time in the morning. It's much easier if one's on Tuesday night, can watch it Wednesday morning, and the next one's Wednesday night, can watch it Thursday morning. But enough about that. Let's go back to NXT. And of course, as well, there's one other match announced. Xai Li will be defeating Kayden Carter. Of course, Kayden Carter looking for revenge for Casey Caranzaro. Of course, got injured via Xai Li. And hopefully we'll get a bit more layer to what's going on with this storyline, because it's kind of hit a bit of a stopgap for me in the last recent weeks. I loved the video packages of Xai Li and Boa getting to the position they've got. But since they've come to TV, yes, Xai Li is looking strong in the matches, but I want a bit more storyline layer going into this. I want to see more of this unravel as we go along. But that's from me anyway. That's previewing kind of the whole of NXT next week, but also giving some fantasy booking and kind of a prediction as well there for you for what I think the NXT Championship match should go like. Do you like that idea? Let me know in the comments below how it should play out, how the fallout from that will go afterwards. Let me know. Do you have an idea as well? I'd love to interact. I'd love to hear your fantasy booking thoughts. And of course, if you like fantasy booking videos, let me know in the comments below, because of course, if you enjoy them, gives me an excuse to make more of them, doesn't it? But that's all from me anyway. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Please subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend as well, like, comment. Have yourselves a good one, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care. You've been watching SCW.